Have you ever heard of a trail that just disappears? I'm not talking about a path getting overgrown in the woods. I'm talking about a trail of evidence, a breadcrumb trail in a major criminal investigation that vanishes into thin air, leaving detectives and the public completely baffled. Today, we're diving into one of the most perplexing cases of the modern era, the disappearing trail. It all started on a crisp autumn morning in the quiet town of Silver Creek. A high-profile philanthropist, Julian Croft, was reported missing. There were no signs of forced entry at his lavish estate. No ransom note. Nothing. It was as if he had simply evaporated. The police were stumped. His car was still in the garage, his wallet and phone left on his nightstand. The only thing out of place was an open book on his desk. A classic detective novel bookmarked at a chapter titled The Perfect Vanishing Act. Was it a clue or a chilling coincidence? The initial investigation went nowhere. Weeks turned into months. The public was growing restless, and the media was having a field day. The ghost of Silver Creek, they called him. Detectives re-interviewed everyone: his family, his business partners, his rivals. They all had alibis, solid as rock. The case was turning ice cold. Frustrated, a young, ambitious detective named Isabella Rossi decided to take a different approach. She believed the answer wasn't in who wanted Croft gone, but in how he was gone. Detective Rossi spent her nights poring over old case files, looking for patterns, for anything that mirrored the Croft disappearance. She started with the open book. A coincidence? Maybe. But to a good detective, there are no coincidences. She read the book, every single word. The fictional detective in the story used a series of clever misdirections to fake a disappearance, creating a trail that led investigators on a wild goose chase before ultimately leading nowhere. It was ingenious. Could Julian Croft have copied a plot from a novel? It seemed absurd, but Rossi couldn't shake the feeling. She started looking at Croft's life not as a victim's, but as a planner's. She discovered that in the months leading up to his disappearance, Croft had made several large, untraceable cash withdrawals. He'd also been taking private piloting lessons under a false name. A trail was beginning to form, but it wasn't a trail of a crime committed against him. It was a trail he had meticulously laid himself. The pieces were starting to click into place. Croft wasn't a victim, he was a mastermind. The real bombshell dropped when Rossi uncovered Croft's deep financial troubles. His philanthropic empire was a house of cards on the verge of collapse. He was facing ruin, scandal, and likely prison time. Suddenly, the motive was crystal clear. He didn't just disappear. He orchestrated a brilliant escape. He used the plot of a detective novel as his blueprint, leaving a disappearing trail to throw everyone off. The open book wasn't a clue for the police. It was a final, arrogant taunt. But where did he go? The trail went cold again. The cash withdrawals, the pilot lessons, it all pointed to an escape, but the destination was a total mystery. Julian Croft had successfully pulled off the perfect vanishing act. To this day, he has never been found. He's a ghost, a legend whispered about in Silver Creek. This case serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most baffling mysteries aren't about finding a culprit, but about realizing the victim was the culprit all along, one step ahead of everyone. What do you think happened to him? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. See you next time.